Hello! Today I've got another tutorial for you. It's actually an extra tutorial. Yep. Pretty much I've done a few of those, you know, like season inspired, Celtic holiday inspired looks. And this is another one, and it's actually marking the beginning of summer. So that's why it had to be online on the 21st, and you know, yeah, didn't fit in my schedule because it didn't happen to be on a Tuesday, so I decided to just do an extra video. So yeah, pretty much it's inspired by pretty much how partly flowers and partly how the Celts used to celebrate the holiday. Pretty much they did like bonfires and stuff like that, so I decided to do flames in the colors of flowers. So yeah, pretty much I only used normal makeup for this, like no face paint. You can just, like, if you want to do this as well, you can just do it with regular makeup. You don't need face paint for this. The only, the stuff I use for the orange, that's just a liquid lipstick, a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick actually. I got one from a friend for my birthday, for which I'm very, very thankful, because it's really, really pretty. So yeah, let's get started. So this time I'm starting out with the NYX Jumbo eye pencil. Well, I'm almost dropping the NYX Jumbo eye pencil in the shade Milk, which is pretty much what I always use when I want to do a very bright look. And for today I'm just going to apply it from my upper lash line all the way up to my eyebrow. The actual look is actually going to be above my eyebrows, but I want it to sort of fade into my hairline. So yeah, I don't need to have white all over the place, just up until my eyebrow will be quite enough. And I do make sure to blend this always very well. Simply because, you know, if this is blended, then everything else will blend much, much easier as well. And then for colors, I'm using the Sleek Makeup IDivine palette in Ultra Matte Volume 1. Starting out with the white shade all the way in the corner right there. Yep, right there. Just to set the crease part of my eye, just so you know it won't crease. Yeah, I find that Jumbo NYX eye pencils are pretty good as a base, but they don't actually prevent creasing on me. Maybe because I have oily skin, so I do always set them. And then I'm going to use some orange to already map out where I want the sort of flames of flower colors to be. Not sure what to call them. I'm using a Urban Decay brush for that, by the way. And for applying the white, I used a Sigma big blending brush. It's not a synthetic brush, I think. Well, it's not a typical brush to apply this stuff with, but for me it works very well because it makes it very easy to blend. Yeah, and about the lines, don't be too worried. You know, we're going to touch them up later. They're just there for guidance. And then I'm going to use yellow, pale pink, dark pink and purple. And still, of the two pinks in this palette, I still have not actually found much of a difference. So, if you're using the same palette, it doesn't really matter which one you use. And if you're using something else, then, you know, just pick something similar. And yeah, pretty much I'm going to do an ombre. I'm not going to, like, you know, define my crease for this look. I'm pretty much just going to disregard my crease and sort of just, you know, apply it. So start out with yellow and then go on to the pale pink. The pale pink isn't very visible, but it doesn't matter because I'm actually not trying to make it very visible. It's just mainly there as a blending color because hot pink and bright yellow are pretty difficult to blend without a transition color between it. And I'm also sort of applying it in a diagonal shape from like the inner part of my eyebrow to my outer corner of my eye. Yeah, again, to not specifically to define the crease, but just to give my eyes some sort of shape and still keeping the ombre effect on there. And yeah, this part, it probably depends on, oh, by the way, I keep forgetting to mention the brushes. This is an EcoTools brush. But yeah, either way, I had to actually pack on the pink to really get it to cover, you know, completely well. So depending on what eyeshadow you use, you may want to apply heaps and heaps of layers before it's like completely bright. I did want it to be very bright and I didn't want it to be patchy. So that took some time, but eventually it worked. And then finally I applied some purple and just blended it all together. For the blending, I sort of, you know, I wiped and I also patted it. And the combination of that really worked out very well for me. Again, it might depend on what product you're using, but, you know, just, yeah. Keep trying, keep blending until it looks good enough for you. Pretty much the blending is what took, well, pretty much the most time, except for applying the pink on this look. Then I used an angled eyeshadow brush by Sigma to apply the purple underneath my eye, then followed up with hot pink on a blending brush by BH Cosmetics. Yeah, BH Cosmetics. And I just sort of blended that over top of the purple and into the upper part of my eye, just to tie it all together. Then onto the fun part, I'm using a liquid lipstick by Jeffree Star. I got this one from a friend for my birthday and I'm really, really happy with it. I think I already said it at the beginning, but, you know, thought I'd tell you again, it's a very pretty color. It's a really beautiful shade of orange. So yeah, it's really beautiful on its own, but it's also really beautiful for a look like this. I think it really complements the other colors. So I'm pretty much just tracing over where I made the orange lines earlier, all the way in the beginning. And I'm sort of trying to make them, you know, narrow at the endings and just very thick in the middle, because I do want them to stand out, but I don't want them to be too rough, too blunt, too, you know. I want them to be nice and just sort of wavy like fire. And I'm also dragging it quite far down into my inner corner, simply because I do want to actually give my eyes some definition as well. And yeah, that's pretty much, I really think this color has worked out perfectly. Like, it's not too bright. You know, it's not too bright to take over the entire look, yet it is bright enough to, you know, actually stand out. If you don't have this liquid lipstick, by the way, you could also try it with another liquid lipstick or with actual face paint. And yeah, then I also applied some lines just at the edges of the whole design, just to sort of complete it and make it a whole complete look. And then once I was finally done with all that, it's time for mascara. I'm using both a black mascara by Yves Rocher and also a purple one by Essence. Yeah, the Yves Rocher one is just going to go in my upper lash line. I didn't want to do an eyeliner because I really wanted to keep it bright, you know, and colorful, and not add, you know, very obvious black to it. However, I did want some definition in my eyes, so that's why I applied a black mascara on top first. On my bottom lashes, while the top lashes were drying, I already started applying the purple, and then I also put it on the black on the upper lashes. This mascara, I think, well, I know for sure it's very old. I think they don't sell it anymore. But I do know that Kiko actually also has colored mascara. Lots of brands have it these days, so, you know, it's pretty easy to find something similar. And then I used the NYX Jumbo eye pencil to fill in my waterline with white. And then I decided I also wanted a little bit more white on my upper lid. So I pretty much did an eyeliner from the inner corner of my eye. Pretty much only to the start of my lashes. And, you know, if you can manage to actually draw a line this thin with the actual Jumbo eye pencil, then that's, well, then that's really weird. But, you know, if you can do it, then good for you. I used a brush instead because, you know, with me, the entire eye would be white otherwise. Then I set it with white eyeshadow and moved on to glitter, because I always love to use glitter. The glitter is from eBay. The setting spray I'm using to apply it is by Makeup Revolution. It's very cheap and very big, the bottle I mean. So yeah, it's perfect for this sort of thing. And the glitter is sort of a mixture between sort of pink and sort of orange and greenish flecks and goldish, and I don't know, it just very much fitted with the colors of the look. So I applied it all around the Flamethrower thingies with a Urban Decay brush, and I also used it as a highlighter in my inner corner. It's really pretty glitter, and because it's setting spray, you don't have to worry about it smearing your makeup. Like, don't rub too hard, but it will just dry and actually set the makeup, which is very nice. And then I also just applied it on my cheekbones as a highlighter there. And did the same thing on my, on the bridge of my nose. Also a little bit on the tip of my nose and also on my upper lip. Pretty much anywhere where I usually apply highlighter. And then I decided I thought my face looked a little bit too bland and empty. So I decided to contour my nose with orange. I'm using a Sigma eyeshadow brush. This is a big fluffy blending brush. I'm not exactly sure what it was called because the name sort of wore off. Like, I wash my brushes once per week always. So yeah, names don't really last long on the brushes with me. But yeah, it's big and fluffy and very useful for this purpose. I try to apply the most on the, like between my eyes. I don't know, just like it to have the most shadow there. And then I also applied it beneath my lower lip. This actually can make your lower lip look more pouty, like bigger. So yeah, just gives me more full lips, which is always nice. And then lastly, I'm also going to apply the liquid lipstick on my actual lips. Yep. It's really easy to apply. It's really opaque and I seriously love using it. Like, it's seriously really easy to work with and I just really love the color for summer as well. And yeah, then here is the final result. I actually really like how this turned out. I actually went grocery shopping wearing this. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, please click the like button and you can also always subscribe to my channel if you'd like. For now, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye!